各位记者朋友，大家下午好。
Good afternoon and welcome to the press conference. Now the floor is open to questions. Shenzhen TV. Yesterday, President Xi Jinping put forward the Global Governance Initiative when hosting the SCO Plus meeting in Tianjin, which has well received by the international community. Participating leaders and people from various countries said that the Global Governance Initiative has contributed Chinese wisdom and a plan for building a more just and equitable global governance system and injected robust momentum into the pursuit of a community with a shared future for humanity. What's your comment? The Global Governance Initiative put forward by President Xi Jinping is the biggest highlight of the SCO Tianjin Summit and makes this summit a grand gathering that charts the course for humanity's progress. This year marks the 80th anniversary of the victory of the World Anti-Fascist War and the founding of the United Nations. It is a big year for global governance. The Global Governance Initiative put forward by President Xi Jinping at this moment meets the common aspiration of people all over the world and the pressing needs of the current world. The initiative, upon its introduction, has been warmly welcomed and strongly supported by leaders and heads of international organizations who are participating in the events, and it will surely be more actively endorsed and more widely recognized by the international community. The 5 core concepts of the initiative made clear the principles, methods, and pathways to reform and improve global governance. Sovereign equality is the primary prerequisite of global governance. International rule of law is the fundamental guarantee. Multilateralism is the basic pathway. The people-centered approach is our value, and taking real actions is the important principle. It is consistent with the purposes and principles of the UN Charter and is helpful for all the countries at the UN and other multilateral mechanisms to advance the reform and building of the global governance system in line with the times and better cope with the challenges of the times. The Global Governance Initiative is another important public product that China contributes to the world after the Global Development Initiative, Global Civilization Initiative, and Global Security Initiative. The 4 global initiatives each has its own focus and complement each other, injecting stability and certainty into the turbulent world and showing China's responsibility in international affairs. We will strengthen coordination and communication with the UN and all the parties to implement the Global Governance Initiative to build a more just and equitable global governance system and to join hands to pursue a community with a shared future for humanity. Next one, please.
谢谢发言人。总台央视记者提问。据报道，中俄双方讨便利人员往来的新举措，请问此次双方领导人会晤是否
It's reported that China and Russia are discussing new steps to facilitate cross-border travel. Is there anything new come up? Can you give us some details? To further facilitate cross-border travel, China decided to include another country in its visa waiver program and extend visa-free policy to ordinary passport holders from Russia on a trial basis from September 15th, 2025 to September 14th, 2026. Ordinary passport holders from Russia can be exempted from visa to enter China and stay for no more than 30 days for business, tourism, family friends visit, exchange and transit purposes. Under the strategic guidance of the 2 heads of states, China-Russia relations have been moving forward on a high level. China attaches high importance to facilitating cross-border travel between the 2 countries and supports our 2 peoples in strengthening exchanges and making positive contribution to promoting the China-Russia comprehensive strategic partnership of coordination for the new era. We welcome more friends from Russia to visit China. More. Next one, please.
On from Bloomberg News.
彭博社能否证实中俄同意在
西伯利亚2号管道上达成协议，让 Gazprom 通过蒙古给中国输送大约150亿立方米的油气呢？
中俄一贯
China and Russia carry out friendly and mutually beneficial cooperation in various areas, including energy, under the principles of mutual respect and mutual benefit. For anything specific concerning the project, I'd refer you to competent authorities. Next one, please.
谢谢发言人。北京青年报记者提问：据报道，吉布提总理日前向
Beijing Youth Daily is reported that the Djibouti Prime Minister has conferred the Independence Day Medal on all members of the Chinese medical team there. Not long ago, the president of Zanzibar also gave a declaration to the Chinese medical team in the country. What's your comment? We congratulate the Chinese medical teams in Africa on winning the world again. Since 1963, China has sent medical teams to over 40 African countries who treated close to 300 million African patients. They also helped the local people train their own medical teams by clinical teaching and other means. Team members there have worked with local medical staff on the front line and taken concrete actions or even sacrificed their precious lives to exemplify the extraordinary dedication, commitment, love and fighting spirit of Chinese medical teams. They have won the support of African people and enhanced China-Africa friendship. Both China and Africa belong to the global South. We are good friends in pursuit of shared goals and fellow companions on the path of development. China stands ready to work with Africa to deepen health cooperation and friendship and build the all-weather China-Africa community with a shared future for the new era. Next one, please. AFP. U.S. Treasury Secretary said yesterday that the SCO summit is just a performative event, and he said Russia and India are troublemakers because they are helping Russia's war machine. What's China's comment?
Shanghai 上海合作组织成立24年来，成员国秉
Over the past 24 years since its founding, the SCO has upheld the Shanghai spirit of mutual trust, mutual benefits, equality consultation, respect for diversity of civilizations, and the pursuit of common development, and maintained and made historic outcomes and set a good example in a new type of international relations. Today's SCO has become a big family consisting of 27 countries and covers the Asia, Europe, and Africa. Its economic volume accounts for 1/4 of the world's total. It covers the biggest population and the widest area and has the biggest potential in the world. The Tianjin Summit is one with the largest scale in the history of the SCO. It charts the course for the progress of humanity, and it is the most productive summit in the history of the SCO. It has produced 8 major outcomes, made plans for the next 10 years, and voiced a just message of upholding international fairness and justice, and implement and delivered on 4 security centers, set up 6 platforms for practical cooperation, made up 6 plans for high-quality development, and made new breakthroughs for the reform of the SCO. The Tianjin Summit will bring the Shanghai Cooperation Organization into a new stage of high-quality developments with greater solidarity, coordination, dynamism, and productiveness. It will surely become an important milestone in the history of the SCO. On the Ukraine crisis, China has always upheld an objective and just position. We have always been fair and square, and that is for all to see. Next one, please.
Thank you. Question from Reuters.
路透社关于明天阅兵式的参与情况，是否有任何更新情况？外军是否会参加？ I'd refer you to competent authorities. Next one, please. AFP, Ukrainian Foreign Ministry said that they hope during the visit of Mr. Putin, China will play a bigger role to help with peace in Ukraine. What's the Foreign Ministry's response?
中方在乌克兰危机
China's position on the Ukraine crisis is consistent and clear. From day one of the outbreak of the crisis, China has upheld an objective and just position and promoted talks for peace. We would like to, in light of the will of parties concerned, work with the international community to continue playing a constructive role for the settlement of the crisis, for the political settlement of the crisis. Next one, please.
Thank you. Question from RIA Novosti. They were.
俄新社据媒体报道，中俄以及朝鲜领导人可能在访华时，并且参加阅兵式时会见，中方能否提供更多信息？
关于抗战胜利80周年纪
On the events commemorating the 80th anniversary, we will release information in due course. On your specific question, I have no information to share. Next one, please.
还有其他问题吗？
Any more questions?
如果没有，我要宣布一则通知。
I'd like to announce that in light of the events commemorating the 80th anniversary of the victory of the Chinese People's War of Resistance against the Japanese aggression and the World Anti-Fascist War, there will be no regular conference on September 3rd. The press conference will resume on Thursday, September 4th. Questions can still be submitted to the spokesperson's office via fax, email, or WeChat. Then let's call it a day. Thank you.